everybody, it's Lance the Lush, and today we're looking at the Rochester Beer Company's Put in Bay. Now, Lush fans, I admit it, I didn't even know this beer even existed, honestly. Now, when I first started doing the research on this, there was absolutely nothing. So much to the fact that wasn't the Rochester's official webpage, it wasn't even listed. Now, when I first thought about doing this, I looked it up, and I think it was Rochester, New York, but no, it's Rochester, Michigan. So much so, now it says that it's brewed and canned for Rochester Mills Beer Company, under license by Rochester Mills Production Brewery in Auburn Hills, Michigan. Now, this leads me to believe that they're a small brewery that masquerades as a third-party gypsy company. That's but third-party gypsy brewer. Let me rephrase that, because they're a legitimate company. Sorry about that, Rochester beer. Now, doing the research on this, like I said, there was absolutely nothing out there. So I asked around, it's like, the only thing I've seen has been on Untapped. That really didn't tell me anything, you know? And just looking at the can, I couldn't tell you how many IBUs, I couldn't tell you the alcohol by volume, I have no idea. So this is one of those reviews to where, since there's none of them out there, and I'm the very first one, it's just one of those ones to where you just don't know. And this is one of those rare reviews to where everybody is going to this blind. Now, I will say from the start, it is a very slick-looking can. Now, for the record, Put in Bay is on South Bass Island in Lake Erie. It's pretty much the best way to describe it to where it's a resort town. Maybe 100 people live there year-round. Now, for somebody who's really into nature stuff, they know that South Bass Island is the jumping-off point for monarch butterflies from Canada. You see, Lush fans, you learned something today, because you can be educational also. Now, getting on to the review, I will say this, they do use a wide mouth can. So I'm not totally sure, and for the people that knows, what type of can is this? I mean, I'm not sure if it's a cannery, they're canning in-house, one of those special canneries. I have no idea. But we get on with this. That had a nice sound to it. Now, the first thing I noticed is this, and you really can't tell, it's a straight open mouth. The entire mouth popped off. Now, some people like that, and some people don't. Now, if you had experience with that, please let me know in the comments below. Now, it does smell like a Pilsner. Now, I do get some floral aroma. Now, it's weird, too, looking at it in the can, looking at the entire can versus looking down a hole. So it's really different for me. Go for the pour. Now, I noticed that it poured really, really, really clean. And I apologize for the head on this. And actually, the head is actually really, really good. I mean, right now, it'll probably settle about 3 fingers ahead. Looking at it in the light here, I mean, you can definitely tell you can have some really good carbonation. Not a lot where it's totally overbearing, but it definitely is there. Now that a floral aroma is coming out now. Put a little bit more in here. For this wide mouth, now you can tell as I pour. I mean, the head is really, really frothy. Now, I know some people don't like that. I actually do. It actually tells me that it was actually really well made, but that's just my opinion. Now, I'll go for the taste. Well, it definitely is a Pilsner. Now, I'm going to take a stab at this as far as the IBUs and the alcohol by volume. And I wish I really knew what was on it. Let's see if it says anything on the bottom. Now, I do have a born on date. It was, let's see, no, it was drink before, excuse me. It'd be September the 21st of 2016. That says drink before. So I'm assuming the way it was canned, that was the reason why. Now, as far as the alcohol by volume, if you had to ask me, I got to say, and I'll take another sip here. I mean, it's got to be in that 4% range. It has to be in that 4% range. Taking a total stab at it. Now, as far as the IBUs, it's definitely not that much. I'm figuring it's got to be 30, maybe 30, 30 to 40 maybe at the most. I'm trying to pick up something in this. I mean, it's basically your standard Pilsner. It's not great. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely not a malt. Would you call it a craft beer? Yeah, I would call it that. I mean, this is definitely made for the fishermen that's out in the Great Lakes area that fishes, let me say, rephrase that, specifically fishes on the Great Lakes. On that, Put in Bay on South Bass Island. I think that was made specifically for them. Now, I was doing some research for this. Now, Akron Brewing Company, there was a newer one that actually made Put in Bay without the hyphens in it. So it was definitely two different brews. Now, like I said, this might be a seasonal. It might be a one-off. I'm not totally sure because the webpage is telling me absolutely nothing. And I really need to get in contact with them to ask them, okay, what is in this so I know. Or at least give us something to work from. Because, I mean, the best way to describe it is, where I buy my craft beer items from, I go to 4 different places, mostly. And this is the first time I've seen it. They said they just put it out on the shelf yesterday. And they didn't know about it. So it must have been one of the deals with the distributor. Which happens, I'm just yapping, as you can tell. Honestly, if I took that sip, I should have said it. There's some really good latency with this. And I still get some carbonation out of it. So it's definitely an easy drinking craft. Now, if I went as far as Chocoboos, and I already hinted at it, I got to give it a 3. It's not good. It's not bad. It's not marginal, not average. It's just meh. The best way to describe it is meh. I mean, try if you want. I mean, if you can find it. Obviously, you got to find it first. So it's one of those ones to where, hey, if you got it, try it for yourself. I mean, but like this can is more of a novelty anyway. Now I'm gonna keep one of the cans because I do like the image on it, as you can see here. But I'm gonna get off here, Lush fans. This is Lance the Lush with the Put in Bay Pilsner from the Rochester Beer Company out of Michigan. And stay tuned for the next edition of Lance the Lush.